Hello and welcome back to EGW Week 8. Oh man, that was a very long intro. Oh my gosh, that was 17 minutes of pure intro. Pure adrenaline in my hole, some might say. I think you're muted.
That's what you build attention for. That's what does it for the people. That's what gets people going. The long intros.
Yeah, whole 17 minutes of pure intro adrenaline. But anyways, tonight we have a lot of action going on. We have um we have our qualifiers for our new quote unquote money in the bank, but it's called the shot caller contract. That is what we
Yeah,
are going to
so
be calling it.
similar, you'll see the matches that are going to be pulled up. People are going to be vying for their shot at calling their own shot and reaching up for the briefcase that's going to give them the next opportunity, like Ross had, where he got the opportunity to take the belt away from LaRue and Jameson in the same match. We're going to have a bunch of matches lined up so that everybody gets a shot at qualifying for it. And we'll get it lined up for you so that we have our super show, which will be coinciding, with Sin's charity marathon stream as well. It'll be a great time. Besides that, I know Sin, we set up the match for the Great Minds, a tag team match that they desperately need to get themselves back on track. Not necessarily to say that they're not in the qualifying matchups because they could probably jump in them as well. But outside of that, they really need to get the chemistry involved with each other, one another. The bunnies have been really just hopping all over them. It's been hopping mad. It's been not great for them. They've been chasing their own tail, trying to get back on track. And on the opposite side, you really have Timbo just not really putting together anything yet in EGW, putting in matches, putting in matches. The GM said, you know what? Stop, put the brakes on, hold up, no gas, all brakes. Let's get you set up on a team with somebody else tonight, EGW, Wednesday night, and we'll see if we can get you back on track and see if we could start something up for you. So who knows? It's a mystery partner. It's a mystery to us. We have no information on it, but great minds are taking on the combination of Timbo Slice and a mystery partner to be named later as well.
Absolutely. That is the only like quote unquote official match that we have going on tonight. And we were given a little bit of information from the GM about that match. Because the Great Minds, they did mention that they want to get their tag team chops up because you know how the Chubby Boys have been they've been kind of cooking them. So they really were desperate for getting some more tag team action together so that way they can figure out what they need to do to work as a team to get their synergy to where they should be. So that's why they're facing off against Timbo and whoever the mystery tag partner is. So they actually aren't in the qualifiers this time around because they have other plans for themselves, I guess. So the sent so so the GM mentioned to Timbo that if they if Timbo wins tonight, he is going to be in that shot caller match. And if he loses, his tag team partner is going to be in it. So Timbo has more pressure on him going into tonight's match as well.
Yeah, and you guys can go ahead and put some gamble points on right now. There are a couple options up on the board for the GM who we could have picked. These make the most sense to us. Could be anybody on this list. Is it going to be Jameson? Will it be Derek the Destroyer, who's been putting together a great streak and maybe would be somebody that needs to turn Timbo into that menace, that type of authority that comes flying off the ropes, using those impactful moves, maybe something that's not already in his arsenal. Obviously, Jameson, a veteran of the army, a veteran of the EGW stratosphere, someone who's on the top. LaRue, who's already had championship gold, maybe making his way back up, trying to find a way outside of either Maloney, the wise Maloney, or maybe not needing Braun Strowman anymore. Professor of Pep, who's kind of just all over the place, could be anywhere at any given time. So who knows what happens with the Professor of Pep? He might have even overheard the conversations while hiding in a potted plant, and could possibly be the mystery opponent. Who knows? Or you have Turk, and Turk is merciless. Turk the Mirthless, and I think that Turk might even have the opportunity to kind of just toss around a little sandbag of a person onto his opponents, and I don't know, maybe that's something that Turk would look forward to. He's not getting wins on his own anymore, so maybe a tag team partner could be in the works as well. And like Sin said, Timbo needs to win this match. If Timbo's team wins this match, he's in the qualifying match, so it could be something really good for him. It could be anything at this point. It could be anything. So.
I mean, at the same time, if it is Turk, that I feel like that might not end up being going very well for Timbo, honestly, because if that's the case, we know how Turk was with Ross as his tag partner. That one, the like I think it was like second week of EGW there. He wasn't
I
very
forgot.
thrilled about it.
I forgot to put other as the last one. Hold on one
All right.
second.
All right, well.
I forgot to put other as the last one. Hold on. We'll do a shorter gamble for it instead of 5 minutes. Tag partner for Timbo. I meant to put other as the last one too. Why did I do that?
I have no idea. But just
that.
well, I guess we'll also while Kyle's doing that, we'll give a bit of background to how the qualifiers are going to work.
Yeah, please. That's what I wanted to talk about next.
Yeah. So essentially, if you guys saw the graphic or anything, there was absolutely no matches actually lined up except for the Timbo and the mystery opponent versus the Great Minds. But that's because here I'm gonna do this real quick. Oh, wrong. There we go. We have a wheel that will be spun for each match. The two names that are picked will be the facing off in a one-on-one match, and we will keep doing that until we're out of names. I believe, if I did the math right, we should have 5 matches
Yeah.
amongst these.
Yep. No, you're right. And then obviously there won't be stipulations amongst the matches because that's not really how, like, the spirit of the matches wouldn't make sense that way. So we're going to want to get enough people to be in the match where the stipulation is the match, which is a ladder match to get a briefcase. So we're not going to like really be throwing like no holds barred and stuff like that into it. Makes sense, but just
Yeah.
gotta throw that out there.
Yeah, exactly. They'll all just be normal one-on-ones. But the thing is, all these people will be going into their match without really knowing who their opponent is. So they can't really mentally prep, because as soon as that wheel spun, those suckers are coming right out.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be. Everybody has to be. Everybody's in ring gear as it is anyway, so everybody's ready to go. I'm sure, and it'll actually be a really impactful, fun, crazy night. I know we'll be starting off with the tag match as it is, but like those matches, those will be good. They shouldn't be that long too, because I mean, one-on-ones with no interference should be really good matches, really quick for you guys.
Absolutely. And also I will give a quick heads up for anyone who was expecting Ross to be showing up tonight. He figured there wasn't much competition tonight, so he's deciding to stay at home with his hot wife, as he keeps reminding us.
We were in the GM's office going over the possibility of Timbo being on a tag team when I got a call from Ross, and I picked up the phone and he said, "Hold on, hot wife, I need to talk to this idiot," which I think he meant for you, but he called my phone for some reason. And he said to me, "Hey, since all those bozos are going to be in competition for my title contract, they're not even going to be fighting for my title. I don't need to be there." And then just hung up. I didn't even get to say anything back to him.
Honestly, he might have like accidentally had called you over me. I think that must have been the case, especially if he's saying if he's calling names. I already forgot what he called you. Probably an idiot, I think was what it was.
He just I think just most of the time he just finds whatever insult he can say to me.
Yeah, whatever insult he decides to pull out of his bag of insults. Honestly, him and I are very alike. I do the same thing. Whatever name comes out of the hat, that's what I'm ripping with. Like tonight, it's
whatever
probably,
I can think of off the top of my head.
That's right. And the first one that comes off the top of my head wasn't idiot. It was bozo, which I mean is pretty close to the same thing.
Bozo's a good. Yeah. Bozo's a good one, man.
Bozo's a good one. All right. Looks like the submission is closed for the tag partner. So, I mean, without further ado, we might as well get into that tag match to start things off here. Of course,
Good
Great
luck, brothers.
Minds versus Turk and his mystery tag partner. So hopefully Great Minds can manage to get on the same page here, because that's something that they have been struggling with. Even coming out to support each other, it hasn't really been enough for them to give them
Yeah,
enough momentum to get anything over the
have the
bunnies.
psychological warfare on them. This might be the most even they've probably been against someone who's also psychologically torn up in Timbo. So we'll see what happens this week.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 355 pounds, showstopper Ben and Ted Boy.
Always bringing me confidence. The Great Minds are always in tandem with each other, dressed for success and ready to impress. As you can see, Tendo and Ben coming out with as much confidence as they normally have. They really do like being on a tag team, but really we're looking to see if they can actually put together a win, because they can't seem to do it together.
Yeah, like honestly, if Timbo comes out with his first win off of this tag match, what does that say about the Great Minds?
Timbo, as always, coming down, ready for a fight. He usually starts off pretty hot, ready to go, and just can't get any wins together. And I mean, he probably doesn't even know who his partner is. He didn't come to here with a tag team partner. Nobody's coming to show their face to want to be a tag team partner. What does the GM even have cooking up for us?
I have no idea, man. All I know is hopefully whoever his tag partner can somehow mesh well with him to get his first win, because this could go really well for Timbo, or very poorly.
Yep.
Because I believe this is also his first tag match in EGW as well. I know a lot of people haven't gone a tag match at all. There's only like a handful of superstars on the roster who have.
It's budding. We're growing in tag teams now, saying we're in trouble.
I don't know.
Who could it be?
And from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 230 pounds.
Oh my goodness! Funky Zella is here in EGW. And look at that money, that funky man busting it down the ramp. Funky Zella makes his way in his first competition here in EGW. Brand new superstar, and man, is Timbo in for a ride. As stoic and as mean-mugged as Timbo is, Zella's here to bring the fun and the funk.
And also, by the way, Zella has he is covering his own pyro. You guys can see the money flying. That's more money than we make per show. Just right there, all the money that he's been flying out, that's all his money. He's had all that saved up. So luckily enough, that doesn't cut into our pyro budget.
Man, that is interesting, Sim. What a dynamic between the two personalities. We were thinking maybe Turk could come out. We were thinking maybe something else that would maybe shape him back into that angry person. But Zella's here to bring the funk. Maybe they could be a formidable tag team. Timbo going for the pin.
Right off the bat, Timbo seems to be trying to gain the upper hand on the Great Minds here by putting some work into Tendo Boy's arm.
It looks like Timbo's going for a little bit more like structurally sound moves. Maybe he's not giving into the funk just yet. Maybe he's more still trying to be technically sound. But I think when Zella comes in, you might see a couple groovy moves.
It might be getting a little bit funky in the ring.
The fireman's carry from Tendo Boy, throwing the overhand right, the backhand chop, but Timbo catches him, caught with an elbow as Tendo Boy goes for a springboard. DDT. Maybe throwing him off a little bit. Kick to the face. And shots and drop kicked in the chest down. As Ben gets tagged in.
Timbo on the other side of the rope there. Gang drop kicked down to the outside. It looks like
Ben with a nice combo, and he's going over to Zella, but Zella catches him. Oh, the funky elbow right there. That ain't cool, brother. That ain't cool. Get off me, he says. Zella's ready to fight. He looked like he was going to be a happy guy, maybe a little bit angry that Ben's doing that to him. Timbo rolled into the ring. Ben shoots the leg. Referee down for the count.
that was the slowest 1 count I've ever seen. I'll be honest.
And maybe caught a little bit of Timbo there, but not all of it.
Yeah, he looked like he clipped a little bit of the back of his head, but it wasn't enough to really do too much to Timbo.
Ben walking Timbo over to the corner, spinning him around, telling him this is what Big EG does as he throws him shoulder first into the corner turnbuckle through the ropes. But Timbo's ready to go. He may be hurt, but he's fighting back. Running clothesline as he drops Ben down and maybe can start to work on some of this momentum as he gets a fisherman suplex into a shoulder buster. Kick to the face. Maybe Timbo needs a little bit of a refresher. Let's step out of the way. Misses the clothesline.
You
Ben picks him back up though. Kick to the leg, kick to the head. Ducks up and under. Roll through from Timbo. Goes for the pin.
Not even a 1 count on Ben. I'm just wondering when when Timbo's going to allow the Funk to enter the ring.
And your ask has been answered as Zella makes his way for the first time in EGW into the ring as the tag team partner of Timbo, running lariat into the side, goes for the pin. Tendo Boy not worried, seeing that Ben can kick out at 1. That PhD coming in handy, knowing how to count out at specific numbers. Picking Ben back up. Spinning punch, but Ben with the kip up. Punches back, punch to the chest, punch to the gut, drop kick to the face, and Zella goes down.
Ben has that adrenaline in his soul.
Yep. Adrenaline in his soul and back to his partner, but a shoulder tackle. But Ben is reaching into the ring again and attacks Zella, putting him into the corner. Punches from Tendo Boy. Face first, suplex over the top. Nice combination from Tendo Boy as he rains on the fist. Another different side and busting open Zella. The red hair being coated in blood. Deeper red than he's used to. A knee across the face as well as he rolls into the corner.
I must have completely missed that he got busted open because I didn't even notice that. Wow, yeah,
he's screen flash, so I just assumed it was blood.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little blood. I think the glasses might have broke on him. I think.
Oh, maybe. That's rude, man. Zella tried to trip Ben right there. It looked like kick to the back. A little bit more aggressiveness from the Great Minds as Ben goes for the cover. Timbo coming in for the save. That's my partner, I think. Stops Zella from getting pinned right there. And a catch. Maybe a little bit of rejuvenation from Zella. Clothesline to the back. Going to the corner. He's going up.
Can he reach forward there? This man's got hops.
What a splash onto Ben.
I was trying to get the pin. A kick out from Ben at 2.
But a 2 count. Ben is hulking up. Kick to the leg,
brother.
Punch to the gut, kick to the gut. Head scissor takeover, and Zella's thrown across the ring. Whipped into the corner.
Oh boy.
And now Zella's back in it. Irish whip into his corner.
Zella's ready to get funky with it. Tags in Timbo.
Don't even tell me, Sin. They're gonna do a move together.
Go right for Ben's
on
arm.
the elbow. Groovy elbow punch right there. Running clothesline with the elbow across the chin first from Timbo. Rolls Ben over.
And Ben inevitably ended up tripping Timbo. Now just hitting him with punches, kicks, everything in his arsenal.
Double arm suplex up into a backbreaker, just leaving Timbo out strewn across the ring as Tendo Boy comes in fresh now. Power strip off the ropes. Tendo Boy with the scoop slam.
Now this is a matchup that we have seen previously, and I think and there is no I think Tendo Boy did beat Timbo. I was about to say I believe Tendo Boy beat Timbo. No, of course he did. Everyone who has faced off against Timbo has won.
It's true. Every match Timbo has been in so far has been a loss for Timbo, and this might be one of those desperation times where anything goes, and a partner like this might be the way that you get out of that bad corner. But Timbo is in the bad corner right now, sitting in the Great Minds corner right now, just kind of being manhandled as Tendo pulls him away from the ropes, maybe to get him set up for. But Timbo fights back, maybe a little too much time. Never mind, trading reversals here.
It looks like Timbo's trying to get over to his corner. Tendo not actually allowing it. It looked like he might have let it happen for a second.
Stretching the limbs of Timbo, but Zella comes in to break it up to not have any more damage done to his teammate. Zella can't get out of the ring because he's kind of staring down the referee, but maybe he's going to have a funky time with him. Tendo picking him up.
Timbo reversing him.
But Timbo reverses, yeah. Timbo planting Tendo and then putting his knee into the back, writhing in pain as he stretches the limbs and the midsection.
What's
Tendo
up with
wraps around very quick.
I'm gonna say it right now. Why is everyone just attacking Timbo's left leg? I've been noticing this very often.
He's one leg dominant. He only lifts with one side of his body.
Tendo Boy over here taunting while Timbo is getting closer to tagging in Zayla, and Zayla's in while Tendo Boy is taunting.
Tendo Boy taking way too much time and not realizing it as Zayla is in the ring now. Punches, but a DDT, maybe baiting him. I don't know. Playing possum. They're not playing possum. Punches to the gut, kick to the midsection. Scoop slam.
Just a casual elbow drop.
Kicks to the face, brutal kicks to the face. Tendo Boy lays out Zayla as he flips him over, but Zayla gets out of the ring. And he gets back into the ring. And then gets back out of the ring.
Down. It's like it never ends.
Kick to the gut. Tendo Boy setting up Zayla.
And reversal yet again.
Now going for his own. Spin around. The funky bomb. Sit down powerbomb pin combination.
1, 2, and a kick out from
doesn't come in to
Tendo
break
Boy.
up the pin.
Zayla not acting very funky here. He's looking a little bit frustrated with that.
The crowd is electric for Zayla and Timbo, and the combination as Zayla drops a huge elbow. To the front he goes, and he picks him up off the ground, dead weight, running. Power slam.
Tendo Boy quickly getting up.
Fires an elbow directly in the face of Zella, who was so ramped up. Tendo picks him up. Another reversal. Big overhand right, grapple from behind. Big clubbing blow across the neck. The referee has a great view.
Down in front.
Zella to the middle rope.
Oh,
Splash but misses.
Splashing just onto the pavement. Not even a pavement anymore.
Side Russian leg sweep. Tendo needs to get out of this ring. He is not the fresh set of legs.
But Ben
Zella
is
to the middle, ready to meet Ben.
Whoa!
Ben, up and over with the PhD. Timbo coming into the ring, making the save. That could have been it. That's what the tag team does.
Back up.
Could have got that win. Timbo saving his new partner, Zayla. Hurricanrana from Ben. Rolling it deep.
And Ben taunting. Zayla tags in Timbo.
Taking too long, and Timbo's in now. Fresh legs. But Ben picks up Timbo. On the shoulders he goes. Oh, across the gut.
Oh,
I don't know what this is for Ben. This might be the big EG punch. Up and over the PhD and for the pin.
1, 2, and that's it.
Wow,
great
the
minds
great minds
pulling that
looked
win
great
out.
tonight. These men know how to put on a match together, it seems. The chemistry was on fire. Same taunts, same power, same output of moves. They get their much needed tag team win. And man, you know, a great effort. Great effort out of Timbo and Zayla tonight. I don't know if it's the last we'll see of them together, but maybe that's the motivation Timbo needed to get back on track.
Absolutely it's a super unfortunate loss for Timbo as well, because that does mean that Zayla is the first confirmed superstar for the shot caller contract.
Poor Timbo. Poor Timbo.
Yeah, it's
You know,
so unfortunate for him.
tag team, it isn't what it used to be, where you could just pick a guy up off the street and then you could be his tag team partner. So, chemistry builds. I thought they did great. They got some finishers off there. Zayla fired up the crowd. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the direction that they need to go, where they're more happy-go-lucky instead of so miserable. You know, there's so many people that are so miserable, like Ross, who called
Yeah,
me an idiot.
true. I think honestly, what could like I think Timbo just has so much stress on him at this point with the amount of losses that he's taken. I think Funky Zayla might actually be helpful for him to alleviate some of that stress off of him and make him a little bit happier, you know.
Could be. It might be what they need. Who knows? It could just be that Timbo maybe just not be ready for being a tag team partner. Who knows? He might need a change. Just need a change in attitude.
Yeah, a little bit of an attitude adjustment, some might say.
True.
But we are now going to spin the wheel for the first time
Real
for
time.
the first match for the qualifiers for the shot caller contract. I keep forgetting what it's called. So the first spin we got looks like it is Beamancer in the first match.
There you go. Qualifying match. B Mancer.
And her opponent is going to be, all right, someone who she literally faced off against, I think it was last week, Jameson Walker.
B Mancer versus Jameson, the veteran from the veterans, and B, the high flying, bubbly, amazing, charismatic, outfit popping Queen B of EGW.
Collar popping.
Gamba is live for you all. B versus Jameson in the first qualifying match for the shot caller contract at the Super Show. During Sin's Super Show.
That's right. I will give a quick reminder that the Super Show is happening during a 24-plus-hour charity marathon that I run every year. There will be giveaways and such like that. Like for this controller, for example,
Hot dog.
given straight from Turtle Beach themselves, right from their own mouths. Pep did not have his match yet. He's still on the wheel. He doesn't know who he's facing. No one knows who's facing Pep either. But the first match that we will be having is Beamancer versus Jameson Walker, the run back, if you will. I don't really remember who won. I'm pretty sure it was Walker that took that one. Maybe can now that she's faced off against him, maybe she'll be able to know what to avoid from him, and maybe Walker might have to pull out something new to pull one over B this time around.
So that's exactly what happened the last time when B was going up against Sean and lost the first match to Sean, and then ended up winning the next match as well, and then ended up getting 7 pins against Sean in an Iron Man match.
Mm-hmm.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Germany, the Queen Bee.
So, are you allergic to bees?
God, I hope not, because I don't want to be stung by that.
I was to say, you do not want this bee sting, man. You're going to be puffing up and you're going to be frogging your throat, brother. You don't want that to deal with. The bee sting can come out from anywhere, and this high-flying, acrobatic, amazing EGW competitor is set to try to make her staple to be in the shot caller contract match at the Super Show. And Bee's got what it takes.
I will say, I feel like B being in the shot caller match would be huge. I mean, it would be huge for anyone.
From Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 240 pounds, Walker.
Got to be one of the hottest competitors that we have right now. Jameson continues to put together a resume unlike anybody else. Like you said, pinning B last week, pinning Turk, having a triple threat where he wasn't the decision, but he was in the match for the championship that Ross now holds. Pinning Turk again. Again, beating LaRue to get himself in the position to be in that match. Beating Timbo. Having just an absolute amazing track record of late and proving why veterans can still get it done in the ring, and he's always ready for a fight.
Absolutely. I will say Jameson doesn't even need a shot caller contract at this point to get a match if he really
He feels
wanted
like he's
to.
already in. But you know what? He's a fighter, and he doesn't complain. He nods, and he goes to work.
Yeah, he shows up and gets the job done.
This match is underway as Jameson begins by slowing the pace down a little bit and stopping B in her tracks. Goes for the cover already. And a one count. That is a difficult, stiff knee across the face to drop your opponent down as they tie up in the middle of the ring. And again, Jameson keeping this pace a little bit slower as B shoves him off. Maybe trying to get some moves in, but Jameson is ready to counter. He's very quick for someone that is such a veteran.
It's all that high flying he did as a pilot, honestly. A lot of it just end up sticking in his mind. He knows to move quick. His reflexes are insane.
STO as she springboards off the rope and across the body.
And only
gets
a one count.
Maybe to put a little back, put a little sting in that one. Oh, that's a stinger right on the jawline. Elbow across the chest. One count's traded here. Just a standing senton. B keeping Jameson down on the ground. Stiff shot across the back. But he's ready to get back up and fight.
I don't think B was expecting that. I think she believed that she had a little bit more time to be a little bit flashy. But this is one match that you don't want to be focusing on the flashiness of everything. You just want to be able to get that win and secure your spot in that shot caller contract match.
B taking flight and head scissor Hurricane Rana. Jameson as she puts the pressure on and maybe softening up those legs in the lower stomach area for the B sting later. Who knows?
And a
Jameson
high
runs
knee.
a driving knee to just deaden the pace of B, who's getting momentum. Punch in the face, chop with the knees, and a big clothesline lariat taking down B as she rolls out of the ring. But Jameson, the veteran, knows what's happening and follows. Misses the running knee again. A little bit of a PhD there herself, but Jameson's just back up on his feet.
PhD, more like a PHB.
Yeah. Jameson avoiding the corner.
And one thing we do have to emphasize is even if it ends in a countout, if someone is in the ring and they win, that does count. It could be count out, submission, pin. Looks like B doesn't really want it to end with a count out. Going to the top rope. And leg drop missing as Walker gets himself back into the ring.
Count begins again since B went into the ring and then finally got out of the ring. As Jameson makes his way out of the ring. Trying to follow up on B. Referee just making sure he knows how to count.
Breaking the eyes. Oh, the B sting!
Out of nowhere! The B sting to Jameson as she shoots the leg.
And the 2
Almost
count.
a 3 count. That'll bring any man down to his knees or flat on his back. In this case, the B sting. Soften up the area before, and the Queen Bee, flushes with a standing moonsault out to the side rope, onto the apron. Missing the senton. Up and over. Back body drop. B ready with a kick to the face. Another kick, straight kick from standing to the gut, to the face again. Overhand right. Grapples and an Irish whip over to the corner.
This whole match has been a complete back and forth between the two. You honestly, at this point, you don't even know which way it could go, but it does seem like B is gaining the momentum that she needs.
Very flashy, acrobatic, luchador-esque of the arm drag there, shoots a leg.
And a 3, wow.
A 3 count for B and cements herself in the running for the shot caller contract during the Super Show. B pins Jameson. That's huge for B.
Imagine being the one that pins the man who's had an EGW championship match. That is so unbelievably huge for B.
B, not to be too shied out from also putting together such a great recent run. I mean, the 7 pins over Sean, excuse
Morris.
me, and then just I mean, it just feels like there are so many of our superstars that have been having such a great streak lately that it's anybody's game at any time. And B just had we haven't seen the B sting come out of nowhere in quite a little bit, and that was the right time, the right place, and put together the end of the match swimmingly for that.
Absolutely. One thing I have noticed with B is the more matches that she gets with people, the more she learns pretty much how they maneuver, how to dodge a bunch of their moves, take minimal damage, and be able to sneak victories out of almost anyone. Like I guarantee if she had like, I don't know, like 5 matches with Ross, she'd be able to pull a win over Ross. She would know him inside out and would be able to get that EGW championship off of him.
I was saying, if that's the match that's for the EGW championship, maybe it's the shot caller contract where she gets to call her shot whenever she wants. And if that's the one time that she gets that win, even if it's 1 match out of 10, even if it's 1 match out of 20 or 50, if it's that match that she gets that win over and gets to hold the EGW championship, that's what it's all about. That's what B is fighting for. And great showing for B. Pip,
Absolutely.
Cheerio.
It does look like ads are about to start in about 6 minutes. I don't think we'll be able to finish a match within 6 minutes, so we're going to get those ads ran and just done and over with.
Heck yeah.
If you guys don't want to see the ads, you guys can subscribe if you guys want. Maybe use a little Prime. If not, tough luck. You're getting hit with ads.
That's all you get.
That's right. All right, and while those ads are going, you guys are still getting ads, whether you like it or not. This stream is sponsored by theve Energy. If you guys want some jitterless energy, use code Centralized on w.gg. You guys get 10% off. Exclamation W in the chat. They got a bunch of flavors. I believe they're planning on dropping something new here soon. They did. If you are worried about having too much caffeine, or you're not much of a caffeine person, they do have a hydration blend as well. If you guys are wanting to check that out. Oh my god. I just made a mess. That spilled. That was a spill.
He does it every week.
Yeah. Making a damn mess. Anyway, I'm gonna shake up whatever I got in there. Do I even have a cloth or anything? I don't think I do. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, be safe. Just trying to update these stat sheets while we have the ads running and make sure everybody has the correct wins, losses, tag team matches, and all that good stuff. Try to keep up with it for you guys. I actually should just do this for everybody at this point. I wasn't, but now that we have tag teams in here. I think originally I did it because we didn't have tag teams, and then it was like an overwhelming cry out for having tag teams. So we are now at this point, which is totally fine because the tag team division has been heating up. The Great Minds getting their first win today as a tag team. We knew it was inevitable. They were built as a tag team through the power of friendship. Things like they kept saying that they think they like this guy when they kept looking at each other in the eyes. To the right. Combine that with the fact that Timbo has been on a roll for not winning matches. But you know what? Looked really good tonight. For the time being. Okay, that...
For such a little amount that I spilled, it made such a mess.
This guy's a mess over here.
That's me. I'm a hot mess. Lock me up.
I'm a hot mess, though.
Shout out to Chelsea Green.
Yeah, what's she doing nowadays?
She's been looking for a new person for the Secret Harvest because I don't know what happened to Piper.
Yeah, Piper's out, right?
Yeah, injury or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Very much unfortunate. All right, cool. I guess ads are done. I guess it's time to spin that wheel. So first one here is we got Derek.
Derek, you're up, baby.
It was almost LaRue, but we got Derek the Destroyer up first for the first match or a second match. And his opponent is... We're gonna have a whole lot of meat on meat action here. He's facing off against Turk the Mirthless.
Wow, what a banger of a matchup. Derek versus Turk in the two-man meat fest.
It's gonna be a whole lot of meat slapping around here. That's all I know.
Sin's a big meat slapper.
Absolutely. I'm always slapping my meat on everyone and everything.
Yep. Huh?
So I'm trying to think if Derek and Turk have actually had any sort of match.
They had a triple threat when Turk pinned Ben back in the second week of first week of EGW. So they had their fatal five ways, and only the losers didn't continue on. So they had a triple threat: Ben versus Turk versus Derek.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Derek was not pinned in that match. I don't know if
That's
you know
true.
this, dude.
Turk canonically has never pinned Derek.
Well, Derek's never been pinned, so.
True. Derek's never been pinned. Turk's never pinned him. Turk's slowly getting back on a winning streak.
One of these numbnuts hears me, they're gonna eat me.
From Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 460 pounds.
Because he pinned Turk either.
The
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
Turk
no,
attacking
Turk!
Derek on the way to the ring.
Turk not letting Derek
Turk.
have any of it.
How was Turk even hiding? Where did he come from?
He came from the stairs.
He
Match
loves the
hasn't even
stairs.
started.
Derek hasn't even taken off his cape yet.
But it looks like
No
Derek,
bell has sounded. Derek
Not a
has flipped
single
the
bell.
script right now.
Derek
This
is
is working in Derek's favor.
I think Turk
he in the
might have made just a
He's under the
foolish
stairs.
mistake here.
Drives the knee across the face, and Derek is on fire right now, and the fans don't know what's going on. That guy was weird. Now we're getting kicks. And grapples on the outside as a grab of the throat from Turk.
Oh,
Big shot to the gut.
and we all know how strong Turk is, so that is gonna leave a mark.
I'll never be more sickened than nice DDT from Derek. I'll never be more sickened than slapping meat out there near the concrete like that. Irish whip, but Derek trips up over himself, falls down.
I will say this match has yet to start as well, and they're just putting so much damage onto each other. But it looks like it's about to start now. And there's the bell.
Bell rings.
Bell rings. Derek over here trying to put some work on the Turk. Turk just giving a big kick to the noggin. Looked like he was out cold there. But still only a 1 count from Derek.
Turk and Derek just trading shots, impactful shots. High octane, heavy hitting, big, meaty quals. Goes for the cover.
And a 2 count on Turk already. That is one thing to keep in mind. Derek got sneak attacked, but it was only a 1 count onto him. But Turk
Looking for the choke slam. Goozle. Shoots a leg.
And rope break.
Derek, ever flexible, reaching out the limb, the left arm to grab the rope, and the referee saw it to break up that pin count. Power bomb from Turk.
And a kick out from
And a
Derek
kick out.
still.
Derek stays alive.
This man is refusing to be pinned by Turk. He just got picked up by his skull.
From his throat. Dude, what the fuck? That was crazy. Oh, and he stepped over Derek and a kick to the face.
Turk just wants to destroy Derek.
I think Turk just tried to scoop some water.
Oh,
Turk with a big hand across the face.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I've never seen this man move so fast.
Turk just wants to destroy Derek. A whole lot of right hands. Chop from Derek. Another right. That was very much a one-sided back and forth for Turk.
Off the ropes goes Turk. Big splash. Goes for the pin.
And still a kick out from Derek.
Derek will not be pinned in this match.
Derek with the counter to Turk with
Enziguri.
a kick in the head.
Irish whip reversed into the corner. He goes. Oh my gosh! Immediately into chokeslam blocked.
Spanish fly. Goes for the pin onto Turk. It's not enough yet to take the big man down for good.
What an insanely active match this is.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen a single coffin drop yet.
Not yet.
The match can't end unless we see a coffin drop from Derek.
Or some stairs.
Oh!
Scoop slam to the big man. That's a large body. Derek up top.
That was a hefty man to pick up. Derek waiting for Turk to get up. And Turk's busted wide open.
That's the tractor beam hit to perfection.
And that's it. Wow.
Never to be pinned, Derek puts on the performance of a lifetime after being attacked and takes the win and qualifies.
People very well could have thought that because Turk got the sneak attack to try to gain the upper hand, that it could have meant no good things for Derek. But Derek managing to keep his streak of never being pinned and actually pinning Turk after he was busted open.
Turk has got to be wallowing now. That's a few in a row for Turk for losing. I mean, I didn't say that. Don't tell him I said that. Because he could probably pin me, and I don't want to deal with that right now.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Turk is currently laying on the ground, busted open, that means he's gonna wake up and he's gonna be in a fit of rage.
And he raised the initial attack, which is just crazy to me. Crazy.
Yeah, Turk thought that he could get the upper hand, but the hand wasn't an upper hand; it was a lower hand. And I do not envy the GM after that match, because I feel like Turk's gonna be hustling into the GM's office. Might even put the GM through a wall.
I'm glad I'm not the GM.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm sitting at the commentary table right now. That's all I gotta say.
Gotta go check on my car in a minute.
Right? No kidding. The GM's gonna be put through one of our cars.
What a great performance from Derek. Holy.
That was a phenomenal one. All right. So I guess without further ado, we got to spin the next
back to
the next match. Back to your old wheel. So we don't have too many more superstars left. So the first one that we're going to have here is LaRue, the former EGW champion.
Trying to vie for that championship shot call contract so that he can get his hands back on what he believes is his championship.
Yeah, something that he doesn't believe should have been ripped from him in the slightest. And his opponent is one half of the Chubby Bunnies, Jessica Rabbit.
Ooh, Jessica going up against LaRue, a former champion. And Jessica wants to prove that more than just a tag team partner she can be. I mean, this is an interesting matchup, if I have to say, brother. I'm ready for this one. Gamba is live for y'all to put some points on. Do you believe in the bunny or do you believe in LaRue? I'm a big bunny fan.
The one thing that I believe in is Joe Hendry.
Say his.
Say his name and he appears. See. And one thing I will say is this is a match that no one has really thought would ever happen at this point, because the Chubby Bunnies, they're known for their tag team prowess. They're not the strongest as individual superstars themselves. So this is really interesting.
And we've only really seen recently the ability for the Bunnies to be together or to be coordinated with each other, even if it was backstage attacks, to be in the position of power. But if it's a one-on-one situation, no interferences on the outside, unless somehow Stephanie comes out and does something, I don't see how LaRue doesn't get some earned fives out there and maybe some Spartan punches.
Yeah, honestly, LaRue has everything to gain from getting the shot caller contract here, or even qualifying for it to begin with.
What he thinks is his championship back for sure. Plus, we pay for this pyro.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 290 pounds, Lunchbox the Machine.
But LaRue
Okay,
here
Fireworks.
does have absolutely everything to gain by qualifying for this match. If he can manage to get that shot caller contract, he can call that on Ross at literally any moment, any opportunity he wants. Just so he can try to scoop up a championship.
For a fight. LaRue's always ready too. He could just call it. He can call it the next time Ross is at work.
That's true. He could very well call it while Ross is in bed with his hot wife. Who knows?
It's true. Just bring a referee. It counts as a match.
That's right. Anytime, anywhere. I mean, ever since LaRue has lost the title and has dropped Maloney from helping him out, he seems to have been on an upward trend here as well.
You found maybe semblance of feeling important again, even though losing to Derek last week. He beat up Pep after dropping Maloney, and maybe just looking for more salvation in his abilities here.
Absolutely.
And his opponent, representing the Bad Girls from the Queen City,
Jessica getting her fighting style from Stephanie, but getting all the glitz, the glamour, and the fashion from her damn self as she struts her way down to the ring, trying to prove herself as a singles competitor, already establishing pretty well as a tag team partner and wanting to run that division. This could be a step in the direction of owning both divisions for the Chubby Bunnies.
Yeah, like literally, if Jessica can somehow pull one over on LaRue, and if Stephanie wins her match against whoever her opponent is, that's a whole tag team in a single match. They can team up together, take out everyone else, and one of them grabs the contract. And they could ultimately be dominating both singles and tag divisions all at the same time, which is a scary thought. Jessica actually playing it smart there. She must have foresaw the big boot from LaRue and just paused for a second, just being just out of reach of it.
Might be better for her, and the style that she learned in general was a lot more MMA style and keeping ground and pound going.
It looks like LaRue does have the current momentum here with a big clothesline to Jessica Rabbit. But I didn't see what happened there. Jessica did manage to counter LaRue, but the ref needs to get out of the goddamn way.
The ref is just in all the shots tonight.
Jessica with those vicious stomps onto LaRue, and a big knee to this bald ass head of LaRue.
Hey, don't say that too loud. He'll hear you. It's good reverberation.
LaRue, hey LaRue, Kyle called you a bald-headed bitch.
He can't hear you right now. He's in the middle of a match.
This man's got ears. Do you see those ears? He's got them. He can hear you.
They're just as bald as his head. I see them.
And just slams Jessica down onto the ground. Jessica taking a second outside of the ring to recuperate there. Didn't need much time though. What the? LaRue was kind of squished up against the ref. The ref didn't know what to do. Look, they are locked up again. It looks like Jessica does have the grapple momentum over LaRue at every opportunity and getting little cheap shots on him as well. Every single time the ref splits him up.
How many veins you have on your arms, legs, chin, and thighs. Sometimes it's a matter of being able to outmaneuver your opponent.
It's how many brains you have on the cell. Putting LaRue into the arm bar. LaRue with a quick reverse. Throwing some right hands at Jessica. Fireman slam there.
LaRue trying to show off his strength now. Getting himself back into the match.
Missed the Spartan punch.
Punch.
That's so unfortunate.
Quickly, the bunny moves out of the way, and a U-turn. The bunny trail.
And a kick out
two
from
count on
LaRue.
Jessica has what it takes to be a contender in the tag team division as she stretches LaRue with a hook under the chin and locked around the midsection as he stretches out that neck of that midsection from LaRue. And he flips himself out, probably just in time with a kick to the back. He is not feeling good, not feeling comfortable after that. Going for that front face lock, chin lock, putting the pressure back on. Big takedown there. Yeah, it slammed right on the back of his neck, right where she was just putting the pressure on, too. Off the rope she goes.
And,
driving knee. As LaRue gets up, she asked for it.
Is LaRue gonna hit it? Jessica reversing the arm 5.
Jessica reversing and getting out of the way of a Spartan punch and out of the arm 5. She's done her homework.
Big
shot to the arm as the hand on the ground. Jeez. She goes for every body part.
Tries to get a pin.
Leg.
And a kick out from LaRue.
2.5 that time. LaRue, a former champion, down out on his back. No help from her partner Stephanie, and just really taking it to LaRue at this point. She slowly gets back up, maybe banged up on the head a little bit on that one as LaRue covers in the corner.
LaRue
going for
her up.
picking up.
The
flapjacking down.
I guess he didn't think it was time yet for the arm 5.
Nobody's fired up now as he picks up and drives Jessica's leg into the mat.
Big muscly elbow.
Sweaty, veiny, muscly elbow. Yep.
Looks like he's calling for her to get up. Here he goes. Is he gonna hit it? And he goes. The arm 5.
The arm 5.
Is this enough to take out Jessica Rabbit? No, it wasn't.
2 3/4, and LaRue is enraged as he's setting up for the punch. Irish whip.
Into the rope, apparently.
Into a spin out. Breaker,
but a roll up. 1. And a kick out from LaRue.
2 count.
That was way too close for comfort for LaRue.
Jessica missing on a couple of those grapples could put her behind. LaRue is just dumping her over the... And hung up on the rope.
Jessica's just trying to play it smart. Using everything she can to gain some sort of advantage over LaRue, even if it's the top rope. And
huge
the
driving knee. Locking it in. Cottontail is locked in. Pressure on the legs.
Is
LaRue gonna tap? No, but she breaks up her own. And she goes for the pin.
And the pin on LaRue.
LaRue takes the pinfall as Jessica gets the win against LaRue.
That's unbelievable.
Jessica might be the best wrestler we have in EGW.
It's starting to look that way. It looks like the Chubby Bunnies could very well be having a plan to run all of EGW, not even just the tag division.
And that qualifies her too. Sets her right up. And if Stephanie wins later, I mean, it's all aces for the Chubby Bunnies. Jessica just can't lose. Doesn't get pinned, doesn't lose.
Yeah, that's someone who literally has not been pinned. Just don't tell Derek I said that.
Would never. Not trying to. I can't do this commentary by myself. Damn it.
I mean, sometimes you kind of do. Let's be real here.
No, don't do it. We'll save your car. We'll save you in the commentary, unless you try to throw me under the bus for LaRue's bald ass, sweaty head and veins.
Listen, all I know is hopefully he wasn't listening to you saying, "Wow, look at that bald ass head of his. That thing is blinding me."
That was you, brother. Please.
That was literally you. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never say such a thing about LaRue.
Recording. This VOD will be up in 8 days, and you'll see. You'll look it back.
Well, anyways, time to get to the next match. So let's see who our two opponents are. We do have. Well, it seems like the next one is the Professor of Pep.
Pep is up, and he probably doesn't even know that he has a match tonight.
He's probably sitting in the back sipping on some tea or something right now at this point. He's just sitting there pepping. But his possible opponents are Sean Morse, who he has faced previously, Stephanie Rabbit, who in the same realm of Jessica has always had Jessica by her side in a singles match. And then we have the new, well, I guess not the newest anymore, but from debuting last week, we have Azur.
Yep. Yeah, so it's anybody's game, and Pep doesn't mind who it is usually, but it would be nice for him to have probably at least seen the person in EGW before, or in the ring around him, maybe even backstage. He's always hiding in plants, so I mean, it could be anything that he goes up against. I don't know.
True.
I don't ever know really his game plan.
That's true. He is up against Stephanie Rabbit, though. So now we have
back-to-back rabbits.
We have the complete other side of the Chubby Bunnies facing off against the Professor of Pep here. This one will be interesting. Neither one of them have really interacted with each other at all in the slightest. Pep's been doing his thing. He's been pepping. He's been trolling the high-end superstars, the low-end superstars, the Rosses, the LaRues, the Timbos.
I think Pep just comes into work every week and is just like, oh, a new friend, but they're not really his friend. But like, I think he just assumes that.
I think he believes everyone's his friend, and they all know that he's just playing around because that's kind of just his thing.
That's just what he does.
That's just his shtick, you know? Yeah, this match will be an interesting one because this is something that we haven't seen from either of these superstars before. We've never seen Pep against Stephanie Rabbit. Stephanie's never faced off against Pep. Stephanie has not had a singles match without Jessica. So if Jessica or if Stephanie wins this, that's both of the Chubby Bunnies in the match.
You know, that could be really a problem for a lot of the other competitors.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 600 pounds, the Professor.
600 pounds of pure pep as he makes his way down to the ring, not knowing if he's looking at somebody's bag of popcorn or some nachos or chips, or if he's trying to stare down a small child. The professor of Pep is ready to go? Question mark?
I think he's probably about as ready as we can expect from him. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, ready to him could be ready to, I don't know what it is to some other people, you know?
I think ready to him is about me being as ready as any other stream I do. You get by. And that's exactly what Pep does. He is on the board with a win, and it's against Timbo.
It's against Timbo, yeah.
But the rest, he's just been vibing.
Crack.
And his opponent, representing the Bad Girls, from wherever she wants, Stephanie!
From wherever she wants, and that's the attitude that you can see that she gives off as she makes her way down to the ring. Maybe taking a little bit out of Jessica's book, strutting down, but definitely has the confidence and the wrestling ability, MMA background, making sure that Jessica was already prepared. Stephanie, we know, we've seen it already, Sin. The absolute tenacity in this wrestler.
Absolutely. Like there's a lot of surprises and things that we don't necessarily know about Stephanie as an in-ring competitor, because she's still relatively new. She's only been here for like 2-3 weeks now.
This is the third week now, yeah.
Now the real question here is, will Pep's trolling be able to throw Stephanie off her game, or will Stephanie be able to stay logged in and just end up securing her spot for the shot caller contract? It looks like she is putting some work onto Pep's arm here. He has not been letting go of that arm. Pep looking like he's in a lot of pain from that.
Do you think he's being truthful, or do you think he's pepping?
He's probably pepping. Look at him move. This boy's pepping. Stephanie wasn't ready to hold up on that with a big clothesline. And big drop kick onto Pep. Stephanie telling the big man to get up. And Pep reversing it. Did Pep just throw her by her head? That has to have been what I saw. Pep over here with the reverse. Throws Stephanie out of the ring.
Pepping on her, keeping her out of the ring, which is exactly where you don't want to win the match. You
Now
want to win the match in the ring.
But here he is on the top rope. Oh my
Double axe handle
goodness.
from the top rope, driving across the top and body. As Stephanie is down and out, kind of knocked loopy. As Pep drags her back into the ring.
It looks like he doesn't want this to end on a count out quite yet. And tries to get a pin. But only a 1 count so far.
Goes for the armbar.
Stephanie knows arm bars really well and managed to get out of that pretty quickly.
Yeah, that MMA background definitely helps her out a little bit in that regard.
And she goes just pushing the Professor Pep over, and he just peps on out of the way. Under face first onto the ground, tries to get a pin. Still not enough, but it was a 2 count this time around.
Professor Pep maybe working a little bit harder, knowing that he's going up against a good wrestler, as Stephanie reverses with the jawbreaker and rolls him up. Little backslide.
Only the
pin.
one.
Backbreaker, little neck snap down from there. She tries to go for the overhand right, and Pep returns the favor by Irish whipping off the ropes. Down under he goes. Big man, 600 pounds, up and over. Into a full Nelson suplex right on the back of the neck.
I've never seen that man do it. I swear, every week he brings something new. A big DDT. Pep does get
right out of the ring, but look at that!
Yeah.
And Stephanie's pepping right back at him. Punches him in the leg, throws him off the top rope. It's a big man. Overhand right, overhand right. Leg across the chest and knocking down the Professor of Pep.
And the Pep with a bunch of chops.
Chops, kick to the gut, DDT, dropping him
DDT.
down.
I don't even know what that was. I was very confused. It looked like she tripped on the top rope. Managed to get the 2 count though. Goes
Spin
for the
out cutter.
pin.
She grabs the leg, shoots the cover.
And almost with the 3 count. Pep still has a little bit of life left in him. Stephanie looking a little bit frustrated on the fact that he's still up.
Maybe Pep picking her up into the corner. Snake Eyes off the turnbuckle. Fisherman suplex into that shoulder buster. Driven down as she crawls her way back to the top rope, trying not to give in yet. Pep looking for another suplex.
Oh my God.
Right onto the rope.
Pep putting an unbelievable amount of, he's putting an unbelievable amount of pressure on the Stephanie as well.
Right caught and the right fired back. And they're trading blows. Who can out-duel or out-pep one or the other?
Both of them have an unbelievable amount of fight left in them. Pep's wanting more of that smoke, but then counters are the classic pepping style. Oh. Now they both just take swings at each other.
They're brawling! All out fists flying. But now Stephanie. Combo attacks. Knocking Pep down. Headed to the corner.
To the top rope. Frog splash on the Pep. Looks like she's calling for Pep to get up. Looks like she wants to end things here. Lifts the big man up.
Over onto her knee, across the face, going for the pin.
And that's a 3.
The bunnies advance. Pep taken down.
Wow. Now the complete tag team of the Chubby Bunnies have qualified for the shot collar match. Now you gotta tell me, what do you think of that? What do you think of the fact that the most dominant tag team in EGW has both qualified for the shot caller contract match.
It's actually wild that they have, not only are they the best tag team and they want to start the tag team division, they both now have the opportunity to take the shot caller contract and become possibly our EGW champion. They could run both divisions and it's not out of the question at all. It's actually crazy. And they're both great in their own way. They're completely unique and they're part of the same team. They've come here and they've truly taken over. You know who could learn something from them? Pep and Timbo. That's for sure.
Pep and Timbo, the great minds. They're like there's so many things that like everyone can just learn from those two. Like they showed up and they've asserted their dominance. They took their hypothetical dick and slammed it on the table. And was like, this is what we're packing.
Slamming on the table.
Slamming the cottontail on the table. That's right.
And we've seen them do their singles finishers as well. It's just like, you'd think that they'd only be able to do stuff as a tandem, as a tag team, and distracting opponents, but it's not like that. They just win matches. They just keep winning.
They just know how to fight. That's ultimately just what it comes down to there. But we do have our final match of the night here coming right up. We have Azure versus Sean Morris. Azure is brand new to the scene. He just made his debut last week. Sean Morris has been very up and down at this point, I think. I know that there was a big mental gymnastics that he had to deal with after his Iron Man match with Beamancer and getting pinned 7 times.
It was actually crazy, but yeah, it's getting 7-time pinned in a 15-minute match will do numbers for you. In your head, on your own, you feel like you're kind of isolated. But I'll tell you what, after taking those 7 pins, put together a stretch for Timbo to get himself back on track, beat Turk last week. So really, Sean is on a good stretch, but I mean, Azure is a ball of fire. Azure with that luchador background, and just also really starting off strong here in EGW. The new superstars are really, really wrapping it. They're just really doing well.
Absolutely. Like so far, all the superstars have been doing really well for themselves. I think almost every new superstar has qualified as well. The only one that
What the hell is all this pyro? What are we doing here?
Who the hell approved all this damn pyro?
There's so.
By the way. Oh, there's too much. Oh, I think he's hotboxing the arena.
What is? There's more.
Where is all this pyro? What happened to what?
We better not see any on this next superstar. Oh God! Oof, I just got all the smoke out of here. Please.
God damn it!
This is worse than a W spill.
Yeah, this whole arena's been hotboxed now. I don't know what's going on anymore.
We're screwed. We're screwed. All the smoke detectors are going off in the back. Somebody forgot to put water in their ramen noodles. We're screwed.
Yeah, we're cooked. But in this match, if Azure does pick up the W here, that means every new superstar that has been introduced since the Chubby Bunnies has all qualified for the shot caller contract.
As these two tie up, and this is actually exactly where Azure wants to be because of his background, because of his fighting style, because He likes to keep it close contact. He wants to be in these grappling situations.
I don't like the fact. I don't think he likes the fact that he's being grappled right now by Sean. A little bit of a headlock on the ground.
This is how he lures his opponents in. This is what he does. He wants the close contact because then he can keep you in, and then when he puts you on your back, he comes off the ropes and he flies hard and heavy at you. This is what he do.
Of course, the ref got in the way, stopping Azar in his tracks, but he does get the drop kick. Honestly, I think we might need to get a new ref, man. This ref is
always in the way.
This man needs a damn break. Azar at the middle rope, calling for Sean Morris to get up. I don't even know what that was, but that looked cool.
I like the way that looked.
I like that guy. I like him. It was like, I don't know, like a backflip, hurricanrana kind of thing.
Azar returning the favor of getting countered by countering himself and dropping Sean on his neck. A knee across the face, but calling for him to get back up. He said, you want to keep the pace up, buddy? Here it comes. Tie up. Trying to bring him over to the corner, but Sean throws the elbows into the gut. Trying to fight back, separate himself a little bit of space as he needs for those high-flying, impactful moves off the ropes. Down under he goes. Picking up Azar. Flap! Face first. Down into the mat. Off the rope.
Oh!
Across the back as Azar got around.
Azar getting himself into the corner. Oh, and a kick to the back of the neck. Oh!
And dragging him down, almost powerbombing him through the ropes.
That was a real smart move by Sean there. Azar climbed up to the corner, thinking that he might help him get into a little bit of a better position, but it didn't help him in the slightest. Sean knew exactly what to do in that moment. Now going for the pin. And the kick out from Azar at 2 and, I don't know, like 7/8 almost.
Putting up his shoulder at the right time.
Crowd wanting them to fight forever.
Fighting forever as they're putting on a great match for our main event, and they wasted all of our budget, so they better, because these fans need to come back and pay us more money.
That's right. Azar did kick up. Tried getting away from Sean, but Sean wasn't letting that happen. Another kick up. A little bit of a counter by Azar with some elbows. And Sean getting the immediate counter back. Missing the drop kick, unfortunate for Sean. And falls to the outside. Question is Azar gonna hang out in the ring, or does he have other plans? He's taking off the turnbuckle.
Dodging out of the way, but not that kick. Step through. A little bit of a power bomb as Sean goes off, and another middle moonsault.
Tries to get the pin, but the ref is busy.
But the referee's he's busy.
The ref is busy with that. Realizes there's a pin going on. And only a 2 count for Sean because the ref was distracted with that turnbuckle and putting that cover back on. Going for the pin. Only a 2 count. Both these men seem to be very much high flying.
Backbreaker. Side Russian leg sweep. Into the corner goes Sean and up to the top. World of pain as Sean drops the elbow.
And he gets a pin
And
on
that'll
Azure.
do it. And that is it. And Sean, an impressive streak, sending home Azure in his second match. He needed this win. He is ready and raring to go, and that sets himself up beautifully to put him in the shot caller contract match.
Absolutely. And one thing I will say for Sean here is in this match he will be facing off against Beamancer as well in that match. He's gonna have to deal with Beamancer. He has to deal with the Chubby Bunnies. He has to deal with Zayla, who he's never fought ever in his career here. Someone who's fresh to the EGW. And then there is Derek as well, which he has faced off before. There's a lot of high flying people in this match now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, we like to harp a lot on the people that could do the most damage sometimes and the meat that we have in the EGW. But honestly, the finesse and the high flying and the acrobatics have really showed out tonight and made it even more of a viability to be any type of wrestler that you want to be and make it somewhere in the EGW. And like we said, shot caller championship, shot caller contract for the championship. That's the way in. There's no gimmies. There's number one contenders matches, and if you lose your title, it's not a gimme. You got to fight your way back in, and we're proud ownership of that here at EGW, and we know that our GM believes in that too as well.
Absolutely, and that's the main reason that we have that shot caller match. Like this shot caller match can give anyone in that match the most pristine opportunity to get themselves into the title picture and possibly even just secure the title for themselves. Because
exactly,
especially when I think about half of them are all brand new faces to EGW. Both the Chubby Bunnies, those who have been on a rampage on a tag team streak here, helping each other out all the time. That they could very well be working together during that match as well. So that way at least one of them will secure it. And then we also have Sean, who's been I'd say he's relatively average on the roster here. He's like the middle ground guy at this point.
Yeah, it's just really more like as of recent, right? Like middle ground of like the wins and losses, but like really the last couple of weeks has just been like a good stretch for him too, and putting together another one at the right time now to get into the shot caller champion contract match.
Exactly. And with Funky Zayla, he just got here and he's already being given this opportunity to grab that contract and secure himself a championship.
I mean, he's got the opportunity because he put up a good show tonight too, and he really tried to will Timbo to his first win. And I mean, we're not going to see the last of Zayla because we get to see him in the contract match, but I mean, he's going to be around for a long time, and he's looking good. He's looking funky.
Absolutely, that guy's looking at really funky fresh. I was gonna say hot off a win. He's hot off a loss, getting himself into that opportunity over Timbo. It is very unfortunate though for Timbo because he, no matter what happens, he kind of just keeps getting rolled.
Yeah, it does feel like no matter what happens to Timbo, whatever match he's going to be in, I mean, I guess it's up to the GM to try to figure something out. It looked like there was a little bit of hope for the tag, so I mean, maybe there's more opportunity for someone to be a new tag partner. Maybe he gets a manager in Maloney since he's out on the market, or maybe another EGW superstar appears next week and somebody new comes in with another attitude or a different perspective on how to wrestle and takes Timbo to new heights. Who knows?
Absolutely, and the fact that Sean has to stand face to face in the same ring as Beamancer yet again. The last time that they faced off was at the last Super Show, and now once again they're gonna be locked in on each other during this upcoming Super Show. So I mean,
100%.
anything can happen there. There's
Yeah,
so many different things that can be going on.
Yeah, and as competition continues to heat up, I mean, people are looking for ways to make a name for themselves, and no better way than getting impactful wins like they did tonight. And for the contract match itself, there's only one winner, so I mean, everybody gets thrown back into the pool after that. So never count yourself out, and never count yourself too late to make an impact in a match.
Absolutely. And also with Derek being in this match, the man's never been pinned. A loss in this match, it doesn't matter. He still will not have been pinned. So like, so for Derek, Derek's jazzed about it because there's no pinfalls, there's no submissions, there's no countouts. It's just grab
Can't get
the
pinned.
contract.
Grab the contract. Can't get pinned in this match.
That's right. But I guess that is going to be it for EGW this week. Thank you everyone who's been hanging out. Everyone who's submitted characters, all that other stuff. If you guys want to submit characters, you guys can. ! EGW. We're always looking to add more people to the roster as time goes on. We've always been doing it bit by bit at this point.
Hey, but everybody that has been getting added in has been
They've been cooking.
honestly, they've been cooking, man. Every time someone comes in, they show us something, and we're like, damn, like it's awesome that they're in EGW now. Except for the pyro.
Yeah, that goddamn pyro budget, man.
That last match was crazy.
That honestly, that was a good last match. I'll say it.
That was a good last match.
That
They
was
needed it
gas.
to be because they just blew half our budget in that one pyrotechnic show.
Yeah.
And then LaRue blew the other half, and then everybody else was just, now we're in debt.
Yeah.